Alright, what's going on everyone? My name is Deontay, but you can call me Emperor. As you can see, we have a basic gameplay guide for Eustace today. Eustace is very good at range attacks. Not only that, but he's extremely agile while doing so, along with stun being very useful, even in the later parts of the Endless Ragnarok expansion. What I'll be going over is the current loadout I have on him, with my summons and master traits included. Then I'll go over his basic gameplay on the practice dummy. Then we'll go over the skills and what I recommend using. Afterwards, I'll go over my recommended sigils, along with my build being used on the practice dummy once again. Finally, we will use him again on Lucilius and Chaos++. So, let's go ahead and get it started. So, this is the current loadout that I'm using on Eustace. And then, here's my sigils right here. And this will be his master traits. And this is also what his overmastery looks like. And then finally, these are my current summons. Now then, as usual, I'm going to swap out my weapon, take off all my sigils, my master traits, my skills, and my summons. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. Alright, so Eustace is pretty good at range attacks like I said, but what makes him different from characters that wield guns like Eugen and Rackham is that if I actually lock on to Sir Barrel, you will see that this user interface pops up kind of similar to what you already have on the right side of your character. But on the enemy, you will see that it has these percentages. Those percentages are based on how far you are from the enemy. So being at 100%, you will be maximizing the damage you will get by using your gun. Now, if I was to walk further on over here, you will see that that arrow at 100% is starting to freak out a little bit, meaning that it's very close to dropping down to 75%. So if I were to move a little bit more further, it drops down to 75. So if I were to move even further, that will drop me down to 30%. So roughly in this corner, as you can see here. With that out the way, this is what his light attack will look like. Gotcha. And once you use all of your rounds in your magazine, you can either press square again to reload, or you can press the heavy attack to reload as well.
Ammo.
The key difference with both ways of reloading is that if you use your heavy attack button to reload instead at the right time, the bar builds up a lot faster, as you can see right here.
Reloading.
And you can see the visual cue as well, kind of like lightning going around my character. Not to mention, these light attacks can also be charged up. So as you can see, my light attack right now is a grade 1 shot. If I were to hold it down, it goes into a grade 2 shot, just like the grade 2 shot all the way at the bottom of the magazine.
Neutralizing. Now.
And you can do that for each one to build the bar a lot faster.
Gotcha.
But you can see on the last one, since it's already a grade 2 shot, this will go up to grade 3 instead.
Does it? Need ammo.
Now, if I were to build this entire bar and reload, I will get a magazine that looks a lot different. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that right now.
Gotcha. Now, eat lead. It's over. More firepower.
You can see that the icons, really just the color of it, has changed drastically. And you can also see on the right side that the light attack has changed to grade 3 shots. And then the last one, the magazine, will be a grade 4. These type of shots are pretty powerful, so you can't charge them up, so they just fire out automatically. So I'll go ahead and empty the entire magazine for you guys.
Thunderclap. Eat lead.
Also, if you happen to be moving around while also pressing your light attack button, depending on the direction you're going to, he will strafe in that direction. So if I was to go forward, he slides forward to the enemy. If I was to press back, he flips backward. If I was to straight to the left, or straight to the right. Not to mention, let's say if I held this down to go to a grade 3 shot, and then I press the left stick to go backwards,
Fire! Reloading.
you can do the same thing. Not to mention, they also can be chained into perfect reloads at the end of the magazine. I believe that's the basics down with Eustace. So now we'll be going over his skills, which makes him pretty insane at what he does already. So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, for his first skill, we have Slow Kill. This is a debuff skill that allows him to lower the attack, which can go all the way down to 20% on an enemy. You can technically tap this to make the skill work anyways, but if you were to just hold it down all the way, you can see in the video that it goes into a straight line. And this will be the ideal way to do it on boss enemies, because holding it all the way down not only boosts the damage, but it also boosts the strength of the debuff. Now, for our next skill, Forever Yours. This is a pretty good skill to have for ad clear. I like using this skill a lot, especially in the conflicts of the DLC. This is your typical chain lightning type of skill you will see in something like Destiny, for example. It allows you to shoot a bullet at one enemy, and the discharge jumps between all the others that's within that area. This is insanely good for ad clear and crowd control. I do gotta say, if you're running something like the conflicts in the DLC and you're playing on the Eustace, have this on at all times. It helps out a lot. Speaking of another skill that helps out a lot, we have Play with Fire, which is a buff skill. This skill allows Eustace to give himself a full magazine of grade 3 shots. It pretty much nullifies the distance penalty. So if you were to go into the area where it would be at 30%, it wouldn't matter if you had this buff on. The same thing could be said for this damage skill right here, Ash Howl. This works a little bit differently though, because you need to counter the enemy to actually pull it off. Another skill right here, Fast Lane, which is our buff skill. This skill works as a improved dodge in a sense, as pressing normally already allows you to dodge back. However, if you were to time this perfectly just before an enemy hits you, your bar will fill up. Now we have another buff skill right here, Never Surrender. This grants mirror image and cemetery damage. Not only is the fact that this buff allows you to pretty much nullify a hit, but that cemetery damage helps out a lot. This is more like a safety protocol for me in endgame, so I tend to use this skill a lot more often. We have a damage skill right here from Mech Thunder. This one is by far one of his best skills for doing instant stun damage. This is very useful, especially in endgame on larger enemies. I tend to also use this skill a lot. Now, for our final skill, Heaven Comes Down. This is a skill that inflicts paralysis. So put simply, he has to manually put the aura around the enemy before he can actually set it off. Not only that, he also has to hold it down long enough for it to inflict paralysis. Nonetheless, a very good skill. Now, these are the skills I usually put on Eustace for in-game, which is for Mech Thunder, Acid Howl, Never Surrender, and then Play with Fire. So 2 damage skills and 2 buffs. As for the sigils, Flight over Fight has changed in this game, because Flight over Fight only drops your damage after you do a perfect dodge, and that's only for 6 seconds. For the people that are in the crux path in his master traits, he's a ranged character anyways, so this is really just a safety protocol on certain attacks that just go much further out and actually manages to reach me. For his personal sigils, get all of them. So for his recharge, whenever he does a perfect reload, he is given a strength buff by 20% for 20 seconds. Not only that, but those normal shots that I do when I actually charge them into grade 2s, the time on that is a lot faster. Now, Guidi, this increases the damage cap of his grade 2 to grade 4 shots, which is very important as damage cap is pretty important in this game. And then finally, for his warpath, his grade 3 and grade 4 shots get a plus 15% increase. Not only that, but just before you get your heavy ammo for your grade 3 and grade 4 shots, if you do a perfect reload, you gain an additional bullet, which is insane. Now, I am using quick charge for his basic attacks, and then 2 for Mech Thunder, which he has a bar he has to charge up fully. So having this maxed out is pretty important if you're going that route with Eustace. If you're not going that route, you don't need this sigil at all, if I'm being honest. The others on this list is really just for personal preference and maxing out damage. And a little bit of survivability. As you can see, I have a fair amount of defensive stuff in here. Alright, now we're back on the practice dummy. I'll go ahead and show you guys my damage test and how I play him.
I'm just getting started. Now! Gotcha! Neutralizing! How's this? In my way. Piss off! Let's go! R.I.P. Need ammo. Gotcha! Now! Eat lead! Does it! Neutralizing! Eat lead! Neutralizing! Gotcha! Does it! This should do. Piss off! We're dead! Let's go! Good night! One more! Thunderclap! Let's go! R.I.P. Reloading. Eat lead! Got him! Ready for action. Now! Good night. Got you now. No! Lamek! Gotcha! Got him! Neutralizing! Gotcha! Eat lead! It's over! Reloading. Gotcha! Eat lead! Now! Fire! Need ammo. Eat lead! Not in the mood. Let's go! We're dead! R.I.P. Executing. Piss off! Thunderclap! Got him! Reloading. It's over. Like thunder! Bring your fury! Dead and shot!
Now I suppose the last thing we have to do is go ahead and test him out on Lucilius. So, let's go ahead and do that.
Paradise lost!
Alright.
Open the rift, only to be met by the same tiresome faces as always.
Then crawl back to your prison. You'll never see us again. The skies never welcomed you to begin with.
I care not for the sky's approval. I have come to put an end to it all.
My thoughts exactly. Lucilius?
Here we go! Lamek! Along with these skies! Let's make this quick. Let's go! Piss off!
Pure destruction.
He plans to settle the score right here. Let's go to stop to it. Hit him with everything you've got.
An utterly futile resistance.
It's over!
Simple delusion almost laughable. Why continue struggling in vain?
Leg! Neutralizing! Gotcha! Fuck it! Reloading. More fire! Thunderclap! Thunderclap! R.I.P. Got him! Good night! R.I.P. Now!
I grow weary of this futile exchange. Lucifer, serve your purpose.
I'll kill you!
This power is mine to command, and with it, I bestow the grand finale. You pitiful wretches.
Overdo it.
Return to the void.
Good night to dance with lightning.
It's over.
Here we go. Go! Neutralize! I'm just getting started. Your place. Bring it! Returning fire! Now!
R.I.P. Locking in with invariance.
Neutralize.
Resetting.
Got him. Reloading.
All creation bows to me. Wretches. Miserable, useless wretches. Ultima. Rebellion.
Press the advantage. Locking on. Dead! He bled! Neutralize! Nice backup. Just focus on healing. It's over! Gotcha! Now! Does it? Not in the piss off! Piss off!
The weak are destined to fade into oblivion.
Gotcha! Fire! Neutralizing! Gotcha! Neutralizing!
I'll clean this up.
Does it? This should go. Piss off! Let's go! R.I.P. Reloading. Gotcha! Now! Gotcha! Eustace! Loud and clear. Dead and done! Just getting started. Fire! Frost! Neutralize! Now! It's over! More fire! Let's go! Shot! Ascension! Gotcha!
And there you go. So, less than 3 minutes. Pretty good. And that shall be the end of today's video. I just wanted to point out, at the time of recording this video, I just hit a milestone of 500 subscribers. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has shown support on this channel so far. You guys have no idea how much of a good mood I'm in when I know that I'm helping out at least one person when I make these video guides. As the whole purpose of me making these videos is to help others in the games that I play frequently. So it really means a lot to me. I'm honestly surprised that I'm getting this much support in these recent videos I made on Granblue Fantasy Relink. And just like last video, I'm going to mention that I also have a community Discord that is linked in the description of all of these videos. So feel free to join if you want to hang out or even need help in Granblue. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next character guide, and thank you for your time.
Thanks.